What's going on, traders? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Today we're going to be going over APHA on the stock ticker. We'll be talking about it on the 15-minute chart here, as you can see. This stock did have some good news yesterday. They did report some positive earnings after hours yesterday, which you can see here did rocket the stock in after hours from about $5.30 all the way up to $7. So this shaded market is in pre-market, and as you can see, this is an after hours yesterday, and it popped up, range inside there the rest of the day, and then at market open today, you can see it did pull back a little bit down to 630 before recovering, and it did pull above the VWAP and moving average here. Had a good run, popped up all the way up to 745 before pulling back just a little bit, and now we're sitting right on the moving average right at 728. Now we're going to be talking about the technicals, and we'll look at the fundamental on the news on this today. Let's go ahead and read the news really quick. APHA rockets 38% after surprise profit to pull cannabis stocks higher. So we can see that they had a net income of 11.9 million or 5 cents a share, compared with the loss of 5 million or 43 cents a share a year ago and a year ago period. Sorry about that. Sales rose more than tenfold. So that's very good news, as we can see. Obviously, that's what we want to hear from a business, is that they're making profit and they're pulling in money. That's always great news, because a lot of companies aren't actually doing that. So now let's go ahead and draw our support and resistance. We'll get into the technicals now. We got our resistance up here at 745, pretty plain to see. We got our support down here at about $7. We'll go ahead and put it. Now let's go ahead and zoom in. We'll set our median here at rated about 723. That's about perfect right there. Now what I'm going to be looking for is the bullish play on this one tomorrow. There's definitely a good chance that we'll see a continuation trade. But like always, we want confirmation. We don't want to just hop in because of the FOMO, right? So what most likely we're going to range in here. We're going to range in this zone till market opens tomorrow. So that's what we'll talk about here. We're sitting just on the moving average here. So what I'm going to be looking for tomorrow is I want to see when that market opens, at some point I want to see the momentum return. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an alert set here at 7:45. Just set an alert on, TradingView or whatever trading platform that you use, or whatever. As long as your broker platform has an alert system. If it doesn't, then just use TradingView. It's just easy to use. So again, set an alert at 7:45. That way, when the momentum does return and pushes past that resistance here, then you'll know right away without having to worry about checking the chart every 10 minutes, right? So you set the alert goes off. So when I see the alert go off, the next thing I'm looking for is I want to see it come back down and retest off this 745. Once we see that happen, I want to see it stabilize. I want to see green shooting stars, green hammers, green reversal candles. Kind of see, like an example here, how it pushed up past the resistance here and it came back down, retest, and stopped short of falling through. As you can see, it barely tapped down a little bit but pulled right back up, and then fell a little bit here, drew a shooting star, drew a hammer, and then instantly went up, as you can see. So this was literally the perfect play. But now we're looking for this same play tomorrow. We want to see it break up, but this time we want to see the key level is 745. So we want to see it break above 745. Once we see that, we want to see it pull back, stabilize. Then we want to see that bullish momentum return. Check level 2, make sure there's big buys coming in, make sure there's not a lot of sellers. Watch the order book. And the next thing we do, like I said, because you always want multiple confluence. When you see that confluence going on and you see that stabilization, have your order above that pullback point. That's what I'm going to do, for me anyways. And you do what you want. Again, I'm not an advisor. I'm just teaching you guys what I'm going to be doing. So again, when that momentum returns, I have my order ready. That way, when it does return, I don't miss the trade. I'm in, and then I'll be out up here. And the next resistance is about 790 for this stock. So this is the bullish play that I would look for tomorrow, and then we'll reanalyze once we get up here. So definitely watch this key level at 745. That will be crucial. So like always, I know that a lot of you are not shorting, which is fine, but we always like to talk about it so you can see the mindset of somebody who is shorting, and that way you know what to look out for if you're holding a lot of stock or whatever the case may be. So what we're gonna do is, when you're shorting, first thing you want to see is this break below this median line here. As you can see, the after hours are still playing out. We're sitting right on the median line as it is. So the obvious thing is, the first thing is you want to see us break down to this support here. Again, if you're shorting it, right? You obviously don't want to see this if you're going bullish or you're holding stock. If you're holding stock, this is something that you want to watch out for, not look for, right? So again, if you're shorting, what I would do is have an alert set here at $7. That way, when that momentum does push us lower, which will push us below the VWAP, which will put buyers underwater, and obviously will be below the moving average, which shows an average price moving down towards the day. So what we want to see when we have our alert set here at $7, if we're shorting, we want to see it break below this $7. Next thing, just like up here, we want to see it come back and retest off this $7 zone. That way we can wait to see before just hopping in a short here just because it passed $7. We don't just hop in. Never just hop in. You want to see triple confirmation, right? This is the first confirmation. You want to see it come back and retest. That's the second confirmation. Then you want to see confluence. That's the third confirmation, which is multiple other things. So again, but the main thing is you want to see the structure. You want to see it get rejected here off 7. Once it does get rejected, you wait for that bearish momentum to return, which will most likely happen obviously very quickly because it'll be under the VWAP, and a lot of people panic sell once the VWAP is broken, especially when it gets retest off. So again, if you are shorting, I know a lot of people aren't, which is okay, but at least you know what the people who are shorting are looking for. If I was going to be shorting this, which I might be, but I doubt it, I'm really looking for this bullish play. That's what I think will be the key trade tomorrow. And I don't ever force myself into any trade, so I mean, if the opportunity comes up and I see it perfectly, then sure. But as of right now, my alert's set at 745. I want to see this break above there. But we're talking about the shorting. Again, if you are shorting it, what you want to see is break below 7, retest, just like up here, break, retest. You want to see people selling on level 2. You want to see the order book only sells. You want to see, red shooting stars, red hammers, reversal candles. That way you know that the move is about to take place. And then what happens is you have your order. I have my order below that pullback point. That way when the momentum kicks in, I will ride that momentum down here to 650, to this support down here. And then I would sell, 3/4 or all my position, depending on how I wanted to play it from there. But this is a very good structure setup. These are the 2 trades that I'd be looking for tomorrow, whether you're buying or you're shorting, whatever the case may be. If you are buying, the key level will be $7.45. Keep that on alert so that way you know. If you're selling, look for levels, or look for the $7 level, set your alert. And that's it, everybody. I hope this video helped you. If it did, click that like button right away. Click subscribe. Get that notification bell clicked, and share with your friends, stock twits, Twitter, Facebook. I really appreciate it. I'll keep making these videos for free every day for you all. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.